Very tough loss for us. Obviously, a very disappointed locker room, frustrated. Just weren't able to obviously make the plays down the stretch, and North Texas did. Very good North Texas team. They're undefeated in this conference for a reason. They're the program they are for a reason. They've established it over many years, and I got a lot of respect for them. And just tough loss for our guys, and we have to find a way to bounce back from this.
Things happen, obviously, a million miles an hour in that final sequence. What did you see? And like there may have been a push off too. Did you see that as well? What did you make of the sequence other than that, I guess?
I saw a Hail Mary, I saw a catch and a layup, and the film will be able to determine what I think I saw. Doesn't matter, put it that way.
What are some of the, I guess, ideas or principles in defending something like that? Just throwing it all the way across the court.
It's the same. It's a Hail Mary. I mean, it's a Hail Mary. We had our guys back. I mean, it's a Hail. It wasn't like there was 1 second or 0.5 seconds where you can just put 5 guys back. Okay, like you give that ball to Jason Edwards in the backcourt, 3 seconds he's going to get a great shot. I mean, with 1.3, Ezra hit the backboard. So a shot with 3 seconds left, there's a number of ways it can go. And, I mean, there was no screening and running around by North Texas. That was a look back. I saw their players. We have no timeouts, and they did a great job staying composed. The kid took the ball out, and they just heaved the ball, and the ball was up there. I mean, that would have been called a duck in football. I mean, that thing was up in the air. And Hail Mary catch, and he makes it, and he's able to put it in, and you give them credit for the pass, credit for the poise, credit for the catch, credit for the layup.
Just what do you say to the guys like that?
Keep your head up because it's a really disappointed locker room in there. A lot of emotion, frustration because, our guys care. Our guys fight. Our guys fought tooth and nail with a really good team. And we were right there. I think we led for 25 minutes of the game or something like that. And we were in position, and we made plays down the stretch. They made plays down the stretch. They missed some shots. We missed some shots. All game long, we said this is going to come down to a possession game in the last minute. No surprises there. Our guys were ready, prepared for that. Their team is ready and prepared for that. They just made a heck of a play to finish the game, and I give them the credit for that play.
Coach R.J. Felton just shot after shot for you tonight in crunch time. I mean, you got to love to see that out of him.
Yeah, I mean, again, you think R.J. makes big shots, and Jason Edwards makes big shots for them. I thought one of the biggest plays of the game was Aaron Scott's 3 in the corner that cut the lead to 1. I mean, that was a huge play. In the end of the day, when I look at the stat sheet, and the film will tell me more, my gut tells me what I saw, and I know what I saw. The stat sheet tells me where my gut was, where that our 61% from the free throw line in a game that's a low possession game. There's a reason they're a top 10 defensive team in the country. And I think on offense, we got the ball to the paint. We got the ball. They did some good things. I think we defended equally as strong in terms of what we did defensively. But we didn't convert on the free throw line. And offensive rebounds ended up being a huge issue for us. 15 offensive rebounds for them, including, obviously, the one that gave them the lead right prior to us taking the lead back with RJ's mid-range jump shot.
Speaking of RJ's mid-range jump shot, can you just take us through that huddle right there when you called that last time out?
Well, yeah, one other time we had gone to an isolation for RJ at the elbow that we do, and RJ has very good numbers there in doing that, and they got to stop, and they went down and scored, and we went 2 times in a row knowing we have an action that we can work to get RJ going downhill, and he did it both times. I mean, one time he got a layup. I thought it was a physical drive, physical contact. Again, I can't make too many comments on what I see, but I know what I think I see. And it was a physical drive. And then the next time was, he got it, and they did a nice job cutting him off, and he got to his spot, and he made a mid-range jump shot. We knew RJ had the hot hand, and we were going to stay with it. And we love RJ, but I'll put RJ, Brandon, Ezra, Cam, put Brandon back at the free throw line next time. I know he'll make them. I mean, it didn't go in tonight.
Coach, we saw Jaden back at the point down the stretch. I know Bobby's in a little bit of a rut offensively, so kind of walk us through that.
I think it's kind of on two things, twofold. One, Jaden has not been healthy. I mean, he's dealing hamstrings or nagging injuries. They're just a difficult thing. I mean, he's wrapped up and taped up, and he's doing it, and his has to be spot in and out of practice. He's finally the last week been able to basically been cleared for practice, but he's been dealing with this since Christmas time, and so that's one piece. And then obviously, hey. Anytime, I think Bob got off to a nice start. He had 4 assists in the first half in a low assist game in terms of both ways because of how tight the defense was. I thought Bob was doing a good job, but we just felt like Jaden was ready. His body feels better. He's getting back in, and we went with it, and a big piece of it was his defense. But I give Jason Edwards a ton of credit. I mean, he really hurt us tonight, and he was I don't want to say the difference because they got a heck of a ball club. They're all really good players, but obviously he had a huge game. No, that was not that. That was just Ezra was late for something today, and that was what that was about. I mean, Ezra's done nothing and Sear's earning his way, absolutely. But we're going to do things the right way, and Ezra owned up completely to it, and it was just an innocent situation, nothing more than that. But there's going to be accountability for the stuff that we do every day.
Coach, obviously difficult loss, short turnaround going to your games. How do you kind of address the psyche like tomorrow and make sure they bounce?
Yeah, no, we started to address it right just now. You have to. I mean, just understanding that, look, I know this program and this team, we're not where we're going to be. And I guarantee that. We're not where we're going to be in terms of this program, whether it be this year and in the future. But I do know on any given night, this team and what these guys put into it, we can go toe-to-toe with anybody. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to get the result we want every time, and they're going to come down to some miraculous plays. We've been on the other end of some of that sometimes. But the guys understanding that as we're pushing this thing up this mountain, that we can go toe-to-toe with anybody. But it's going to come down to possession games, and fouling jump shooters late in the game is stuff we got to eliminate. Those are just more young mistakes than they are anything else. And we're going to get there, but each time is a learning experience, and we will get better from this game.
Coach, you're talking about building this thing, and sometimes we're in this room and you're talking about having to dig out of some holes, maybe at the beginning of the game or at halftime. Today, you guys started both halves, really strong. Is that something you can kind of build on?
I mean, I think the preparation for this game, I think when this team is right, and I think when we are playing consistent basketball on both ends of the floor, again, I'll say it again, I think we can compete with anybody. I know we can. Again, that doesn't mean we're going to win every game, and we've seen that, obviously. But I know we can compete and go toe-to-toe with anybody in this league on any given night. But like any team, and we see it across the country, and we see it in this league, anybody can kick your butt too. And we've been on that side of it too. So from a standpoint of the first half or the second half, this team was ready to go. I mean, we had 2 great days of preparation. They worked their tail off. There's a lot of care in that locker room right now. And there's a lot of emotion in that locker room. And ECU and the Pirates means a lot to our guys, and it means a lot to our staff. And it's extremely disappointing. But as far as, I'm looking at this. We led for 25 minutes. They led for, I don't know if this is right or not. I don't know. It doesn't seem to add up, so I don't know how much the game was tied. But is that right? Yeah. So our guys were ready to play. And we led in the last 5 minutes of the game. And I give North Texas credit. They made some great shots, some great plays, some great rebounds. We answered. They had the final answer, unfortunately, for us.
Coach, your hand all right?
It'll be all right.
Couldn't help but notice.
Yeah, it'll be okay. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.